Hi there, David Stone again from I-Fearless, and I'm sharing with you another one of my Living Fearlessly episodes. And today what I want to talk about is a technique, a mental technique that you can use to distance yourself, to rid yourself of the worry and the anxiety that you suffer from. Because hands up, who enjoys being anxious, who enjoys worrying? It certainly isn't me, and I don't think it's you either. I've never met anybody who says, yeah, I really enjoy this. This is my highlight of my day is when I get to worry. No, it sucks to worry. It feels awful. It accomplishes nothing. It makes us sick, and it blocks us from achieving our potential, doesn't it? So here's a technique. A mental technique that you can use. I want you to start practicing being a third-party, objective observer of your own thoughts. Now, how does that work? Well, we often refer to ourselves in the third person. I'm not feeling well today. Well, that's sort of observing yourself. Or, I'm in a fabulous mood today. David's in a great mood today. We're capable of having this external view of ourselves, aren't we? We're capable of looking at ourselves, and sometimes we laugh at ourselves, don't we? We do something really stupid, and you're right, even in the moment, you know that this is kind of goofy. But it's the value is in being able to see yourself at some distance, to be that objective third-party observer of yourself. And this is where when I want you to start practicing in catching yourself when you are anxious, when you are worrying. Because we've discussed at length already in some of the previous videos, and we're going to do it more, about how, frankly, useless anxiety and worry actually are. Because they don't accomplish anything. They don't solve the problem. We've talked about the difference between anxiety and problem solving, and we'll talk more at length about that in a future episode. But the point is that it doesn't accomplish anything. So if you can catch yourself, learn to be an observer of your thoughts, a third-party, neutral observer. So we're not getting upset about ourselves. We're not saying, darn, there I go, anxious again. All that does is reinforce it and makes it even more so. But what I want you to do is be that neutral one. Say, there you go. See, there you're doing it again. As if you were doing this with a friend, and a friend asked you to say, look, could you kind of point out to me when I am getting over worried or getting anxious or feeling anxiety? Point that out to me, please. And you can use your own brain to do that. And just sort of, it'll tap you on the shoulder and say, you're doing that again. You're slipping down into that. Now, you might not at first be able to stop yourself, but what happens is you start becoming aware, and then you become aware of how often this happens. And then eventually you'll say, wow, I spend way too much time feeling worried, feeling anxious. I'd like to do something about this. And here at I-Fearless, we've got lots and lots of techniques and ways and methods that will help you without medication. We're not talking about, taking all that prescription drugs. And we're not talking about wrapping yourself in a weighted blanket or just drinking tea. Those things are fine. But we're talking about removing anxiety and worry from your life completely and forever. And if that's something that you're interested in, this is a really great first step, one of the early steps to start training yourself to observe your mind, catch yourself in that anxious mood, catch yourself when you're worrying, and simply make a mental note. Don't try yet. We'll come back with more techniques later. Don't try yet to try and stop it. First, we have to become aware of it. First, we have to recognize that this is what's going on. And this neutral third-party observer is a great technique for you to do that. So practice that. Why don't you, this week, give yourself, say, I'm going to have a 7-day challenge to try and observe myself when I'm anxious, observe myself worrying, and simply make a note. If you care, you can write it down, but otherwise just make a mental note. How many times in a day do you catch yourself in a worried or anxious mood? Because once you've done that, then we can do something to change it if you want. Now, if you want to talk to me a little bit more about this and get a little more detail how to do this, I would be thrilled to talk to you. See, right there, that's my email address, my personal email address. Send me a note. I would be happy to talk with you, share some more ideas, and help you get rid of this anxiety. Because we don't need it. It's simply not necessary. And if you like these videos, please, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share them with your friends, like them, leave some comments down below. I'd love to hear what your thoughts are about these techniques and these little videos. But in the meantime, that's it for me for this little episode of Living Fearlessly. I will see you again because I'm trying to do these every day. So have a fearless day, and I'll see you later.